Dear students, I am Sushma here, Assistant Professor in Commerce in MPM Government First Grade College, Karkala, affiliated to Mangalore University. Today, through this video, I will be explaining the concept of prohibition on imports and export. As we know that the primary objective of Customs Act is to collect revenue to the central government, but apart from that, there is one more objective, that is to prohibit or control the illegal imports and exports of the country. The Customs Act not only focuses on collecting income to the government, but also it monitors, it controls the transactions which happens through international borders. Therefore, Section 11 of Customs Act 1962 Section 11 of Customs Act 1962 empowers central government to prohibit import and export of goods of any specified description. Here, there is a list for which purposes imports and exports of certain items are prohibited. If you look at the list, the first one is for the purpose of maintenance of security of India. The items like arms, emissions, explosives, there is control or prohibition on import of such items for the reason of ensuring safety of the citizens of the country. The second one is that the maintenance of public order and standards of decency or morality. The prevention of smuggling, the prevention of shortage of goods of any description, the conversion of foreign exchange and the safeguarding of the balance of payment. All these are the different objectives for which there is prohibition on import and export of certain items. Sometimes some commodities may cause injury to the economy of the country by the uncontrolled import and export of gold and silver. In such cases, restrictions will be imposed on the import and export of gold and silver. The prevention of surplus of any agricultural product or the product of fisheries, sometimes it may harm the domestic industries. In such cases, control is needed on these imports. Classification, grading or marketing of goods in international trade matters are very important. Therefore, the maintenance of standards for classification is very much required. Therefore, the Customs Act may impose restrictions on this. The establishment of any industry, the prevention of serious injury to domestic production, or sometimes to protect the human, animal or plant life or health, sometimes to protect patents or trademarks, there will be prohibition on import and export of goods. So, what is prohibited goods? According to Section 233 of Customs Act 1962, prohibited goods means any goods, the import and export of which is subject to any prohibition under this Act or any other law for the time being in force, but does not include any such goods in respect of which the conditions subject to which the goods are permitted to be imported or exported have been complied with. That means prohibited goods means those goods on which the import and export is completely prohibited. It may be under the Customs Act or under any other law which is time being in force. But in certain cases, if there is any import or export is permitted, subjected to certain conditions, then it will not be considered as prohibited goods. Here there is a list of prohibited goods for imports into India, like labels impressed with designs of currency notes, dummy pistols, explosives, dead or alive animals, narcotic drugs, monkeys from yellow fever area, arms and emissions, counterfeit currency notes, offensive books, periodicals, etc. So all these are about the prohibition on import or exports into India under Customs Act 1962.